But I did something today that was interesting, and it got a lot of press. I see it's got a lot of press. They have these things called super PACs. Nobody knows what the hell they are, what they mean. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And all of the candidates have super PACs. And they're controlled to a large extent by investors. They're controlled by lobbyists, special interests, countries. You know, when you wonder why our politicians make such bad deals with foreign countries and with other deals, it's because they're totally controlled by people that benefit even if our country doesn't benefit. It's true. It's true. And the super PACs are a disaster. You have Jeb Bush. Did anybody ever hear of Jeb Bush? Jeb. You have Jeb Bush has $125 million. I honestly, I don't think it's going to help him. I'll be honest. If it helps him, then I can't figure the whole deal out. Hey, look, I used to be one of those guys that would give a lot of money. I know the lobbyists. And you know, when they come up to me and say, we want to give you money, when you go to number one, everybody wants to give you money. It's incredible. But they don't care so much about anything other than the companies they represent. They don't care so much, and some do, but most don't. They want influence. They want power. They want to take these people like little puppets, and they want to say, you do as I told you because I gave you $5 million, and you better do it. Well, nobody's giving me anything, okay? Anything. Nothing. And so what happened is I noticed over the last couple of weeks, everybody's forming a Trump super PAC. I'm not forming. They're all over the place. I thought we had 4. Then I heard we had 5. Then I heard we had 8. Then I heard we had 9 or 10. Now, I don't know. Are they good or is it a scam? Because, you know, some of them, seriously, some of them I assume are like legitimate people. They love Trump. They want to do things. They'll go and do whatever they're supposed to do. And you don't talk to them. You know, they're supposed to be like independent. And others, I would imagine they probably pay themselves salaries. And who the hell knows what happens with all the money? So we did something today. That was all I know is I haven't gotten any of this money. None of it. I feel guilty about that. I feel a little foolish, actually. And we wrote notices and notifications, sent them all to the government, to the people, to everybody, that we don't want super PACs, that we don't want anything to do with them, to close them up ideally, hopefully to give the money back, whatever money's raised. I mean, I saw the other day in one of the programs, 2 young, nice-looking guys, big fans of Trump, I think. And they opened an Art of the Deal. I think it's called the Art of the Deal Super PAC, after my book, right? And by the way, we're having a new book come out on November 3rd. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. But the Art of the Deal Super PAC. And they look very good. And they talked about we love Trump, where they're going to do this. And, you know, probably it's true. I don't want to take any I don't want it. I don't want any help. I don't want... The one thing we do, people send in small donations, like small ones. For a woman, $7.50 with about a 4-page letter. Another woman, $50, $30, $90, $250. But that I love because, number one, you can't send it back. How do you send a letter back to a woman who loves the country, who's giving a lot of money? That's like giving $1 million to a rich person. How do you send the $7.50 back? You can't. You can't. There's no letter you can write. It's true. There's no letter that you can write to that woman to say, we don't want your money, okay? So that's the only stuff. And we take it, and it comes in, and that's the only stuff we want. But we don't want any of the, the big money. We don't want any big money. And so today, I did something, started getting big press, actually, this evening, because nobody's ever done it. I disclaimed and disavowed all super PACs. I don't want any of them. I don't want their money. I don't want anything. And I said very strongly when we wrote the letter, and I told my attorneys and everybody, that I think every candidate running right now for the presidency should disavow their super PACs. They should disavow their super PACs. You know, and these super PACs are really running the campaigns. They're running the campaigns. For instance, I hear in Iowa that there's going to be a merger of Ben Carson, and I like him. He's a nice guy. They're going to merge the super PACs. He's got 2 of them. And they're going to run, and they've been running his campaign, and he doesn't hardly have to go there. And I'm saying, what am I? Why? I'm not allowed to do anything? It's really unfair. But I think they shouldn't be allowed to do that. I don't know if they're allowed to do that. But how do you have super PACs running campaigns? Now, and then when you think of it, so you have these super PACs with millions and millions of dollars, and they're running a campaign. Do you think those people that are running those super PACs, and those people that are giving tremendous money to the super PACs, do you think they control those candidates 100%? The answer is yes. Yes. And I don't want any confusion. And I said it. I don't want any confusion. People were calling, well, you have all these super PACs. Therefore, I said, I don't even know who these people are. So here's what's happening. All candidates disavow your super PACs. Run for office and be proud. But disavow your super PACs. Drop them. Drop them. And ideally, give the money back to the people that put it up there. That's what you should do. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But to me, it's very important. This super PAC thing is a terrible thing that's happening in this country. It's a terrible, terrible thing. And it's controlling our politicians. They're puppets. It's controlling our politicians. I mean, Bush had somebody the other day going to Berlin, Germany, to pick up money. Berlin, Germany. What do you think Germany gets out of that one? Okay? Other people have tremendous amounts of money put up, and we can't have it anymore. We have to bring honesty back to politics, folks. Got to do it. Got to do it. So, thank you. Thank you.